Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme of today's video is one that a lot of you have been waiting for. It is foods that I do not like, and we're gonna try to change my mind. And the food today is cantaloupe. Oh, wait. The food is cantaloupe. Okay, here's why I don't like cantaloupe. I don't like cantaloupe because I don't like the texture of it. I also don't really like the flavor. I think it is very sweet. And I also don't like cantaloupe because I feel like it's never ripe. And, I will say this. Filming in February, I'm definitely not gonna get ripe cantaloupe, but I tried to let this one ripen, so I think that we are as close to ripe as we're gonna get. It's like, who cares? I'm just not impressed. I don't know. It's not so much of a food that I really dislike as much as a food that I just don't care about. Anyway, I'm gonna be trying dishes today from India, Egypt, and France. And the artwork today is from an artist from Brazil whose name is Anna. She does these cool collages that are kind of fashion meets futuristic stuff. I'm going to put a link to all of her work. Okay, let's eat cantaloupe. Yay.
My name is Mathieu. I live in Paris, in France. The dish I'm introducing today is a cantaloupe cold soup. The dish actually tastes much like cantaloupe, so if you are not a fan of the cantaloupe itself, it might not be the one changing your mind, but I believe it can, so you should try it. The flavor of it is actually pretty summery. Because it's a cold soup, it's actually very refreshing. It's sweet, it's acidic, and it just fills you nicely without being heavy. The recipe is actually from me. I like to play around with flavors and ingredients, and because I'm such a big fan of gazpacho in the summers, and I love cantaloupe, I was trying to create a version of both. So the cantaloupe soup was born. There might be a recipe in the internet, I'm sure of it, but this is mine and I really like it. Most of my friends and family love the dish, so far, so good.
We're starting with the cantaloupe soup, even though Mathieu says that it really leans into the flavor, and if you don't like cantaloupe, you might not like it. We're gonna go with it anyway. I don't know if I like it. I think I might like it. The lemon and the pepper are actually a really good balance with that sweetness from the cantaloupe that I tend to not like. And the fact that we've transformed the texture into this cold, kind of thick soup because it sat in the refrigerator for a while means I'm no longer having my texture issues. It is very gazpacho inspired. I totally get that. I mean, okay, I don't hate this. If you're somebody who likes cantaloupe, I think that this would definitely be up your alley because I'm somebody who doesn't like cantaloupe and it's kind of up my alley. Okay, this is already off to a great start because the whole point of this was to change my mind.
Hi, my name is Aditi and I'm from Bangalore, India. Cantaloupe, or muskmelon as we call it here in India, is one of those fruits that's available in abundance while it's in season. One of the easiest and nicest way to consume cantaloupe is by making a milkshake. All that you're going to need to do is, in a blender, take some cantaloupe, cold milk, sugar, a pinch of cardamom powder and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Blend it together and serve. I personally am a huge fan of muskmelon, and anything that's in milkshake form that's super sweet, super creamy is definitely up my alley. So here was my recipe, and I really hope that your opinion on cantaloupe changes and that you become a cantaloupe lover.
I mean, it's a milkshake. Like, can you go wrong? There's so many flavors that the cantaloupe has to compete with. Ooh. This tastes really good. I actually think that the cantaloupe is good in this because it like leans in with that sweetness. You guys, are you making me think differently about cantaloupe? Okay, I like it. I like this one more than I like the soup. But to be fair, this one's chock full of like ice cream and sugar and, you know, cardamom powder. The cardamom is actually really nice because it does help round out the flavor, so it's not just your typical sweet milkshake. It has a little bit more depth. All right, I'll tell you what. Next time I'm in India, if I see a cantaloupe milkshake as an option, I honestly think that I might get it because it feels very refreshing and lighter than like a banana milkshake would be. I'm feeling kind of silly because I was ready to be all like hateful. And I was ready for you guys to see me as hateful. But this cantaloupe's making me feel so peaceful. Okay, I have one left. And to be fair, the last one is like full on cantaloupe, so BRB.
ازيكم يا جماعه. عامه في مصر يعني وفي بلاد البحر المتوسط بنحب ناكل البطيخ والكنتالوب مع الجبنه البيضاء او اللي هي الفيتا تشيز. في مصر هنا لما او عندنا يعني في العيله بالذات لما الثلاجه بتبقى فاضيه ومفيش اي حاجه ناكلها، اول حاجه بنعملها على طول ان احنا نروح نجيب بطيخ وشويه كنتالوب، قطع وحط في طبق كبير ومع حبه جبنه من هنا بالعيش البلدي، وتاخد قطمه من هنا مع البطيخ من هنا، وفي عالم تاني يا حبيبي. جربوها هتعجبكم جدا.
Okay, I mean, this is the boldest move of all because it's full pieces of cantaloupe with some feta cheese and bread, so you have something to pair it with, but like, I'm in original cantaloupe mode. Okay, it's like I'm making a sandwich. Cantaloupe sandwich. I like the cheese and the bread. I mean, I don't want to be hurtful. The complicated thing with me is like, I would eat anything you put in front of me. Like a dog in that sense. I don't love it, but I'm gonna say some positive things about this. I think that the salty cheese is a very good combination for the cantaloupe because, like I've said many times, it is a very sweet fruit. I feel like this is the vegetarian version of prosciutto wrapped melon, where you're having the saltiness of this feta cheese counteract the sweetness of the cantaloupe. I think some people would really like this, and I don't want anybody to look at this video and see me maybe not loving something. God, I'm like so uncomfortable not being like really, really into a food right now. Ugh. I'm nervous about this because I don't want my opinion of something to dissuade you from trying it, because all of us have our own palates, and what I might like you might not like, and what I don't like you might like. However, in this whole episode, I have definitely had my mind changed. I mean, I thought that the soup and I thought that the milkshake were both very good, and I had never thought about cantaloupe being anything more than just the sliced fruit. And so that was something I would say to you guys. If there's a food that you don't like, there might be another iteration of it out there that you do like what happened in today's episode. And I know that, you know, obviously I'm going to kind of work up to what I would say is like the liver and the anchovies, because those are two foods that I really actually don't like. Whereas cantaloupe, it's just kind of like, take it or leave it. I'm not that inspired by it. So I do need a couple of canned anchovy dishes. So if you have any, leave a comment for me and let me know, because I need like 2 more. My final thoughts on these 3 dishes: The soup was great. The milkshake was great. The cheese in Cantaloupe one, not my favorite still, but I think that a lot of people would really like it. So, with that, I will see you all in my next video.